12 Signs and Symptoms of Vitamin D Deficiency. Vitamin D is an extremely important vitamin that has powerful effects on several systems throughout your body. Unlike other vitamins, vitamin D functions like a hormone, and every single cell in your body has a receptor for it. Your body makes it from cholesterol when your skin is exposed to sunlight. It's also found in certain foods such as fatty fish and fortified dairy products, though it's very difficult to get enough from diet alone. The recommended daily intake, RDI, is usually around 400 to 800 U, but many experts say you should get even more than that. Vitamin D deficiency is very common. It's estimated that about 1 billion people worldwide have low levels of the vitamin in their blood. According to a 2011 study, 41.6% of adults in the US are deficient. This number goes up to 69.2% in Hispanics and 82.1% in African Americans. Here are 7 common risk factors for vitamin D deficiency. Having dark skin, being elderly, being overweight or obese, not eating much fish or dairy, living far from the equator where there is little sun year-round, always using sunscreen when going out, staying indoors. People who live near the equator and get frequent sun exposure are less likely to be deficient, as their skin produces enough vitamin D to satisfy their body's needs. Most people don't realize that they're deficient, as symptoms are generally subtle. You may not recognize them easily, even if they're having a significant negative effect on your quality of life. If you are deficient in vitamin D, your body may not be able to function properly and you may experience the following signs and symptoms. 1. Impaired immunity. The most important sign of low vitamin D is weak or impaired immunity, causing you to more easily pick up illnesses. Vitamin D supports the proper functioning of the T cells that build immunity to help your body fight foreign, invading organisms. A 2011 study published in the Journal of Investigative Medicine highlights that vitamin D helps modulate the innate and adaptive immune responses, and its deficiency is associated with increased autoimmunity and increased susceptibility to infections. 2. Bone pain. Vitamin D is important for bone, cartilage, and muscle function. An inadequate amount of vitamin D in the body can cause general muscle pain, muscle cramps, and chronic joint pain. When vitamin D is low, calcium does not reach your skeletal system, contributing to bone pains. In fact, its deficiency is also associated with diseases such as multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome, and fibromyalgia. All these health issues have a common symptom: joint pain. 3. Tiredness and fatigue. Feeling tired can have many causes, and vitamin D deficiency may be one of them. Unfortunately, it's often overlooked as a potential cause. Case studies have shown that very low blood levels can cause fatigue that has a severe negative effect on quality of life. In one case, a woman who complained of chronic daytime fatigue and headaches was found to have a vitamin D blood level of only 5.9 nanograms/ml. This is extremely low, as anything under 20 nanograms/ml is considered deficient. When the woman took a vitamin D supplement, her level increased to 39 nanograms/ml and her symptoms resolved. However, even blood levels that aren't extremely low may have a negative impact on your energy levels. 4. Mood swings. A deficiency of the sunshine vitamin can also lead to sudden mood swings. Vitamin D aids in the production of serotonin, the brain hormone associated with mood elevation and happiness. Increased serotonin can also help lessen the impact of stress and prevent or treat mild depression. A deficiency of vitamin D may also relate to other affective disorders, such as seasonal affective disorder, SAD, premenstrual syndrome, and fibromyalgia. 5. Psoriasis. Vitamin D deficiency can also contribute to psoriasis, an autoimmune skin disorder. According to the National Psoriasis Foundation, appropriate sun exposure helps slow down the rate of growth and shedding of skin cells. If you are diagnosed with psoriasis, get your vitamin D levels checked and ask your doctor about taking a daily dose of fermented cod liver oil. 6. Digestive problems. When you suffer from a gastrointestinal condition, your body may not be able to absorb this fat-soluble vitamin. This can lead to a low vitamin D level in the body. These gastrointestinal conditions may include Crohn's, celiac, and non-celiac gluten sensitivity, and inflammatory bowel disease. Vitamin D receptors are present on the cells in the digestive tract and immune system, where vitamin D can bind to these receptors and help your body function properly. 7. Excessive sweating. A low level of vitamin D in the body also causes excessive sweating, especially on the head. Also, excessive sweating in newborn babies due to neuromuscular irritability is an early symptom of vitamin D deficiency. Excessive sweating on the head can be a key symptom of rickets, a form of vitamin D3 deficiency that affects bone development in children. Vitamin D regulates the concentration of minerals and your body's fluid balance, which helps regulate your body temperature. 8. High blood pressure. If you have high blood pressure, also known as hypertension, it may indicate a low vitamin D level in your body. Vitamin D suppresses the enzymatic process that can constrict the arteries and lead to high blood pressure. In addition, vitamin D helps improve blood circulation throughout the body, which is essential for your heart to function properly. This helps reduce the risk of heart attacks, heart failure, strokes, and other problems. 9. Overweight or obesity. If you are obese, there is a high chance of developing vitamin D deficiency. A 2013 study led by the Institute of Child Health at University College London suggests that obesity leads to vitamin D deficiency. Researchers found that a 10% rise in body mass index (BMI) causes a 4% drop in concentrations of vitamin D in the body. In addition, high muscle mass and low body fat also lead to vitamin D deficiency. 10. Hair loss. Hair loss is often attributed to stress, which is certainly a common cause. However, when hair loss is severe, it may be the result of a disease or nutrient deficiency. Hair loss in women has been linked to low vitamin D levels, though there is very little research on this to date. Alopecia areata is an autoimmune disease characterized by severe hair loss from the head and other parts of the body. It's associated with rickets, which is a disease that causes soft bones in children due to vitamin D deficiency. Low vitamin D levels are linked to alopecia areata and may be a risk factor for developing the disease. Many other foods and nutrients may affect the health of your hair. If you experience hair loss, you may be interested in the 14 best foods for hair growth. 11. Muscle pain. The causes of muscle pain are often difficult to pinpoint. There is some evidence that vitamin D deficiency may be a potential cause of muscle pain in children and adults. In one study, 71% of people with chronic pain were found to be deficient. The vitamin D receptor is present in nerve cells called nociceptors, which sense pain. 12. Bone loss. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in calcium absorption and bone metabolism. Many older people who are diagnosed with bone loss believe they need to take more calcium. However, they may be deficient in vitamin D as well. Low bone mineral density is an indication that your bones have lost calcium and other minerals. This places older adults, especially women, at an increased risk of fractures. In a large observational study in more than 1,100 middle-aged women in menopause or post-menopause, researchers found a strong link between low vitamin D levels and low bone mineral density. However, a controlled study found that women who were vitamin D deficient experienced no improvement in bone mineral density when they took high-dose supplements, even if their blood levels improved. Regardless of these findings, adequate vitamin D intake and maintaining blood levels within the optimal range may be a good strategy for protecting bone mass and reducing fracture risk. Vitamin D deficiency is incredibly common and most people are unaware of it. That's because the symptoms are often subtle and non-specific, meaning that it's hard to know if they're caused by low vitamin D levels or something else. If you think you may have a deficiency, it's important that you speak to your doctor and get your blood levels measured. Fortunately, a vitamin D deficiency is usually easy to fix. You can either increase your sun exposure, eat more vitamin D-rich foods, such as fatty fish or fortified dairy products. You can also find a variety of vitamin D supplements on Amazon. Fixing your deficiency is simple, easy and can have big benefits for your health. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe and share this video with your friends and family too.